Hey, this is Ian from Hyperise. Just wanted to share with you a new feature we've just pushed live, which is custom integrations. And obviously, as you'll be familiar with, Hyperise integrates with hundreds of existing platforms. But of course, there's always new platforms being launched out there. Some of them we don't catch before you guys. And so we want to give you an opportunity, no matter what you're using, you still use Hyperise with it. So let's jump into it and see exactly how that works. So as usual, when we want to add our image code, in this case to a platform, we would choose the get image code option here and then add our integration. Now, of course, we've got the hundreds of options here that we already have, but now we have this brand new option here of custom integrations. Now, when we choose that, what we're able to do is add our own and define our own integration. So if you have your own home built or home kind of business built platform or something that's just been launched, as I mentioned, you can add that in here. And essentially just selecting this allow us to call, give it a name, whatever you want. So maybe my CRM, and then we can add in all of the data mapping rules relevant for your platform. So in this case, they'll always be the first one complete here. And maybe in your case, you're using square brackets and it looks something like that. On the platform that you're using, and obviously this is on the Hyperise side. So in this case, maybe first name. Oops. So what we'll do is add in a new rule. In this case, we'll, as I say, choose first name, and then we can put in whatever the variable name is in the relevant platform. Helps if you type it right as well. Also, what we can do is we're going to choose like the kind of the unique identifier. Typically within Hyperise, that's going to be the email, and so we can choose whatever the variable is that we're going to set to be the primary identifier for all the data we're passing through into the image. And once we've finished with that, we can simply click save and then go back to our list, and now we have our new integration that we can just use exactly as we would do normally within the platform. Now we do have three choices here of how we integrate how we integrate the custom code image into your platform, and this is true for all the integrations that we have within Hyperise. And that's either using HTML, where we're going to provide you the HTML version of your image code, and essentially that will be where your platform allows you to add either HTML block or whether you can view source. You would choose that option. Equally, we've also got the image link option. What that's going to do is strip out all the HTML and just give you the image URL with obviously with all the variables mapped out as per defined earlier when we customized it. Now, in this case, that might be where you've got an insert image button within your platform, and there it's asking for an image URL. So in this case, we'll choose that option. And then finally, we've got our visual choice. In this case, what we're actually going to see is the actual image template that we're working on, and obviously when we copy it, it's going to copy the actual image, still with all the variables mapped out in the kind of behind the scenes, if you like. But when we paste it in, it's going to paste it in almost like in a WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get sort of format. So that's kind of, for example, the way that HubSpot would work. And so depending on the capability of your platform, whether it's got a HTML module or a view source option, then we would choose HTML. If it's just got a add image button where you can put it via URL, then choose the image link. And of course, if neither of those two work, then try the visual option. We have written a full guide here so you can see all of those details or all of those options in further detail. But like I say, you can also based on your platform, probably work out which is the best one to go. Of course, if you've added your variables and maybe some more variables come up later on, or you need to adjust them, you can customize the integration. And again, you're going to be able to see the option here to see all of your rules. So that's going to how it's worked for creating brand new integrations. And once you've done that, again, you'll see in the integrations you've added to the image in the integrations tab on the right hand side, and also when selected, you'll see it below your image. Now, of course, it may be the case, like for example, with MailChimp, where it's an existing recognized integration that we've added. But in the case of MailChimp, they only have very few out of the box merge tags. I've got the word for a second there. Merge tags. And so what you might do is customize or add new merge tags into MailChimp as and when you're importing data. And obviously, when you do that, then Hyperise isn't going to know about those. So now we can also customize existing integrations as well. And again, still using the same button. Once you've selected your integration, as we saw for a complete custom integration, we can now customize existing integrations. So again, clicking this button, it's going to show us all of the existing out-of-the-box integrations. You can see MailChimp only comes with 4 by default, which is email, first name, last name, and phone. But let's say, for example, you've added a website a merge tag into MailChimp, then let's just going to do the easy way and just copy one of the other ones, and maybe you've called it www, and so now, or maybe even called it web, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Obviously, all we're doing is mapping the Hyperise side variable to, in this case, your MailChimp variable. So you can kind of define what they are. And obviously, once you've done that, simply click Save. And now, wherever you use your MailChimp variable throughout Hyperise, we're also going to be supporting now this new web custom merge tag that you've defined in MailChimp, obviously, and now made Hyperise aware of it. So very simple to do that. And you can see that now we've got that updated in the code, and obviously from a MailChimp perspective, we can just simply copy that and then add that directly into our code, in this case, in the message template in MailChimp. I hope that's been useful, and I'm sure, especially if you're using an array of different platforms and integrations out there, this is something that will be extremely useful and something that's often asked for from existing customers. So I know that it's going to be one that's going to be well received. I hope you're one of these people that's going to find this useful. Until the next video, wish you all the best. Take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.